This question is from R.K. Goel Prabhu. He asks, Guruji Sadar Pranam, please explain the verse Prapya Punya Kritam Lokan Ushitva Shashvatim Sama Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe Yogo Bhrashta Abhijayate. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This comes in the 6th chapter, towards the end, when Arjuna asks the question to Krishna that what is the fate of an unsuccessful yogi. So that's what Ayattihi Sraddhayopeta Yoga Chalita Manasaga Aprapya Yoga Samsiddhim Kam Gati Krishna Gachati. So that's what Arjuna asks the question. So what happens to a person who has taken this path of yoga but not completely successful, not completed it fully, but he left in between and he died, and what is going to happen to him? So for that Krishna is saying that, in fact Arjuna is asking Kachinno Bhaya Vibrasta Chinna Brahm Ivanasyati Apratishto Mahabahu Vimudo Brahmana Padi. So like his life is going to be then completely, either materially speaking, spiritually speaking, it will not be good for him at all. So it's like a raven cloud which just disappears, the cloud which comes and disappears. So that's what I want to know. So that's what Arjuna is asking. Etanme samsayam Krishna chetum argasya sataga tvadanyaga samsayasyasya chetanagi upapatyati. So that is my devotee, that is my doubt. So that is my doubt, and no one other than you can clear my doubt. So please clear my doubt. That's what Arjuna asked Krishna. So for that Krishna said that Partanaivega namutra vinasaka tasya vidyade nahi kalyana kritkasya durgatim data gachati. O Partha, such a person will not meet with any destruction, and a person who is involved in such auspicious activities will not meet with any destruction. So not only in this life, in the future life also. Partanaivega namutra. Iha amutra. So not only this life, in future life also, he will not meet with any destruction. So Krishna is giving us the guarantee that if we are engaged in this devotional service, this Bhagavad Gita, we are not going to meet with any destruction. So then in the next shloka, Krishna, in the 6th chapter, Krishna says that Prapya Punya Kritan Lokan Usitva Saswati Saman Suchinam Srimatam Gege Yoga Brashto Abhijayate. So he will reach the place Prapya Punya Kritam Lokan. So those the planets where pious people live. So he will reach those planets and live there as if it was permanent. So Usitva Saswati Saman. Saswati Saman means as if it was permanent. And then Suchinam Srimatam Gege Yoga Brashto Abhijayate. So then he will actually come back here and take birth in a aristocratic and a devotee's family. So that's what Suchinam Srimatam Gege. And then he will continue from where he left. Yoga Brashto Abhijayate. So that's what Krishna is saying there. So he will continue from where he left. So that is the meaning of that shloka. So then Krishna continues in that 6th chapter how he will get whatever in his previous body. So whatever consciousness he had, he will get it. Labate paurva dehikam. So tatratam buddhi samyogam labate paurva dehikam. So prayatnat yatamanastu yogi samruddha kilpasaga aneka janma samsiddhaga tatho yati paramgatim. So such a yogi, after many births, performing devotional service and completely purified, will reach the supreme destination. That's what Krishna is teaching. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guruji. It's a wonderful verse, I would say, and you have really explained it very well. I have got a few more questions. Actually, one thing is then certain from this explanation that immediately after leaving first body, the soul may not get the second body because he has to liquidate his punya first, as per this verse. Ushitva Shashwati Sama, for some period of time, the soul has to reside somewhere, and then when the punya are liquidated, then they get reborn in a good family where he can start his journey again for going to Golok. So that means that we all are, who are listening to you and is trying to learn this Bhagavad Gita, we all are having that kind of past. In the previous births, we must be trying hard, and then now we are again engaged in this activity.
Yes,
So that is one thing is this. Is it okay?
that is correct, Prabhu. It's correct. So we are not suddenly become devotees in this life. So this is continuing from our previous lives actually. So that way we are making progress. So now since we got back that opportunity again, Krishna has given this opportunity again. So now we have to make use of this opportunity very, very sincerely, fully, completely, and we need to go to Krishna. That's what is very important. So we cannot lose this opportunity again.
Okay. And then my second doubt is that how this process takes place. Actually, as we are learning it in very scientific manner, when we all know that there is a theory of genes. We get the qualities from our genetic forefathers. So that means there is a perfect arrangement of the Lord Krishna, how a soul will get a particular kind of a family where he has to be given this second birth. So
Everything Krishna knows. Krishna's mercy, everything happens. So he knows.
okay,
He will
okay,
create the opportunity. Krishna is that's why he is the supreme Lord. He knows everything. For him, nothing is difficult. So he knows everything. So that's why we need to fully depend on him. That's the main thing. So even in this life also, uh, this itself, whatever we are studying Bhagavad Gita every day now, so this itself, Krishna has caused us mercy actually. This is not an ordinary thing what we are doing. This is every day we are studying Bhagavad Gita, we are understanding, we are discussing questions, all such things. This is not at all an ordinary thing. It's Krishna's mercy. What we are doing every day is a miracle. Actually, it's a Leela, Krishna's Leela. So that way he knows, Prabhu. Krishna knows where we will take with what opportunities Krishna will give us, Prabhu.
and Guruji, one more thing, and all this process is controlled again by three modes of material nature.
Yes, Prabhu. It is three modes of material nature will control us in this material world when we are focusing on the sense objects. But in the mode of goodness, we'll get this knowledge. When we get this knowledge, so we will. It all depends upon our swabhava itself. So when we get this knowledge, we will slowly get ourselves out of this modes of nature, Prabhu. That's what will happen. That's what is happening to us. So because at this point of time, we are not controlled by the modes of nature. We are only remembering Krishna. We are only depending on Krishna. So at this time, we left everything and we are spending this time only to remember Krishna, only to understand Bhagavad Gita. We are not thinking about anything else at this point of time. So that way, Krishna, when we are engaging in Krishna's service, so Krishna will create the opportunities. You will be able to see how Krishna is helping us in each and every activity every day. A devotee will be able to see, will be able to realize that. So it's very much possible.
So my question is, Guruji, this whole process of living one body, going to some good places for residing for some period of time, then again taking the rebirth, all this process is also governed by the Maya. Is it correct?
So when we are having material body is given by Maya only. So Maya only three modes of material nature only is putting us in this. As long as we are we have ahankara, we will be in this material world only. Only when we reach that Brahma Bhuta platform, we are freed from Maya, then we won't be taking another material body.
Okay. Thank you, Guru. A wonderful explanation. Thank you very much. So nice of you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.